Coming into this race, we have ourselves 10 drivers for the Hardee's National Series that has a chance to mathematically walk away with the championship at Washington, D.C. and be the champion of 2016 as we get ourselves ready for the 2017 year. We got Sean Harple, Jeffrey Lynn, Michael Cavanaru, Michael Harvey, Matt DeLeo, Max Titan, Emma White, Johnny Gardner, David Culpepper, and Carson Scott all have a chance. All of them could walk away with the championship here. The point leader coming into this race is Sean Harple in the Fuel Brothers Racing 47 car. Harple will be driving for the Cup Series team for FBR for next year. Could he come away with the championship before he moves on into the Cup for FBR? Jeffrey Lynn looking for a championship. He's been looking for something to keep his head high with him going over to Mace Enterprises for next year for the Cup Series. Both two of the top two in the points have something to look forward to for next year. Michael Cavanaru, he is looking at a next year for in the Hardee's National Series. Can't quite remember what team he's driving for. I think he's still staying with Athenian. He might be. Michael Harvey comes in this race 12 back in the number 19 car. He is looking for some sort of, he's not out of it by far. Michael Harvey and Matt DeLeo in the 92 car for Fair Sport. He is going to be 15 back coming in this race. Max Titan has been strong all year in the 32 team. He's 17 back. He's going to need some help. So will Emma White in the 40, who's also 17 back. Johnny Gardner on the pole for today's race. He's 20 points back. Can't count him out. He's 8th in the point standings, 9th in the point standings. David Culpepper, 22 points back. That's a ways back, but it still could happen. Carson Scott is the furthest of them all back, though, in the 16 car. He had a good run at Myrtle Beach, but Scott has not been able to do as well as everyone else has. He's 10th in the point standings, 35 back. He's going to need a lot of luck on his side to come away with the championship. And if you guys notice, I got a new computer, and this is the first race I'm ever doing with this computer. So the graphics are probably going to look a lot better than they ever have, and it's going to be for the season finale of the 2016 Hardee's National Series. Who will be the champion? Who will win the final race of the season? As we get set and ready to go rolling off here. As we get set and ready to go racing. Johnny Gardner. On the outside is Matthew Rodriguez. Sam Curtis and Zach Rogers is going to lead the rest of these 38 drivers down to the green flag. Who's going to be the champion? Who's going to win the race? Johnny Gardner takes us underway at Washington, D.C. Boy, Cavanaru in the 55 almost took his hopes of a championship out there. He's coming in this race 7 points back. He's really in the talk of possibly, and there's been a wreck in the back or something. Cars with damage right there. That's the 83 Ricky Johnson, Nick Mason, Jeffrey Lynn. Lynn second in the point standings. He's got some front end damage here. This is seriously going to hurt him. I think caution flag is out. Yes, it is. But one of our guys in the title hunt, Jeffrey Lynn, in the back half of this field, got damage. A bad qualifying effort has put Jeffrey Lynn in position to lose the championship, and with him having hood damage, you can, surely with 10 guys still in the hunt too, Lynn's definitely not going to be winning the championship, as Nick Mason and Ricky Johnson have damage. It's going to start here when Scott Roush gets in the back of Jerry Guerrero. It's going to come down into Carla McDowell. There's the 60 car of Colby Jackson. There's a bunch of guys getting involved there. But that's where you're going to see. There's Matt DeLeo in the 92, one of our contenders, barely sneaking through it. But that's where mainly Ricky Johnson, Nick Mason, and Jeffrey Lynn got their damage. As you can see, Jeffrey Lynn just runs into the back of Scott Roush. Second in the point standings, Jeffrey Lynn came in this race trying to challenge this man right here, Sean Harple. But Harple misses the wreck. Matt DeLeo also missed the wreck. He came in this race 15 back. And well, it's just not going to be good for Jeffrey Lynn, as with that damage, it's going to take him out of the hunt for the championship. Back on our way again, Carson Bowers leads over Sam Curtis. One of our title contenders, Emma White, in the 40 car, came this race 17 points back. She's 7th in the overall point standings. Man, Sam Curtis, these guys are bump drafting hard, man. Almost taking each other out here. 3 title contenders there as Johnny Gardner, Michael Cavanaro, Emma White. Any of them could possibly win the championship. Zach Rogers in the 29. We had high hopes that he would do something here. We thought he would be a threat to win some races, do well, but Rogers has not had the season we thought he would. There's Michael Harvey, one of our championship contenders. Comes in this race 12 points behind Sean Harple in the main point standings. And with Harple being in the rear of the field, or at least having to start back there, it's giving these guys life, like Johnny Gardner and Emma White, possibly a chance at a championship here. David Culpepper, 22 back. We can't write him off either, not yet. As we look further on the back of the field here. There's Nick Curicles, Charlie Smith, Ryan Bastinium, Matt Duncan, Noah Hart. Our point leader, Sean Harple, is trying to move his way forward. Another spin would happen right here when Caleb Hoffman, nope, just Carson Bowers just got a little racy there with Sam Curtis. I think Curtis actually was one that got in the back bumper of Carson Bowers on that last restart, and Bowers was just pushing him a little harder than last time, and it ended up paying a bad part for Bowers there as he went around. No caution flag actually came out for that. Our title contender is getting racy at the front here as Emma White turns Gardner sideways. Emma White this year took a step back. Time just trying to gather some experience over here in the lower series of the Hardee's National Series. She was in the Cup Series for Allen Family Racing in 2015. Took a step back from the Cup Series into this year, and she's done a very well job, and she's got something to hang her head high about. Johnny Gardner has done well as well for this race team this year. He's going to have to hope for some luck on his side. Right now, some luck is on his side as Sean Harple trying to creep his way forward, but these guys are 17 and 20 points back. So right now, as they run in the top 3 spots and Harple runs outside the top 20 right now, that is giving these front runners some life here, something to bank on. Possibly able to win a championship now with Sean Harple further back in the field. Michael Cavanaro in the number 19 car came in this race 12 points back. Right now, he would be your champion as it would run right now. I do believe so. Just by a hair over Michael Cavanaro, as Michael Cavanaro is trying to come his way forward. Michael Cavanaro is only 5 points to the good over that 19 car. So right now, a 4th place finish would be good enough, and that's where he's at right now as they continue to work their way around Washington, D.C. William Brock moving his way down low. Vincent Allen going to take his time next year to run full-time in the Hardee's National Series. Jerry Guerrero got turned in the back there. Well, green flag's back on our way of racing. We are just past halfway now. William Brock leads the field. Vincent Allen in second. James Richardson, right now your point leader and would-be champion. Michael Cavanaro is in position to do it. But you see back here Sean Harple trying to work his way forward. Harple with a good solid finish could lock up the championship now with Jeffrey Lynn out of the hunt of it. But up front, Michael Cavanaro is losing some positions. Michael Harvey 12 points back coming in this race. He needs to hope that the 47 stays back there and that Harvey can get up there and possibly battle for a championship and a win. Nearly turns Ike Durbin. No, not Ike Durbin. Josh Travel. That's Ike Durbin's race car there, and it got me confused with the owner there. But man, Thravel really hung on to it there, and we've seen with these cars here that these guys like the bump draft, and they really want to push these other guys in front of them because they feel if they can push bump draft here, they'll go right by the race cars there. But Just the bumpers do not line up there, and that's why we've been seeing some incidents here. Michael Cavanaro in the number 55 Athenian Chevy goes down low, and that team actually, and that car number came very close to winning the Sony Cup Series championship with Levi Pasco. Their driver Michael Cavanaro also in position to take it home for their race team here. Michael's gonna have to hope that Harple does not close the gap any more than he has, because Harple is closing now. And as Michael Harvey and Emma White go by, that is title contenders, and Harple is creeping in. Here it is. David Culpepper is also in this mix as well. Harple trying to go low of them to get third. Nick Puricle's up front leading, but Harple in the 47 Toyota has been one of the best drivers on the circuit this year, and he's trying to close out the deal with him moving on into the Cup Series for Fuel Brothers Racing, one of their top teams. Harple is going to look like a big threat moving into the Cup Series for Fuel Brothers Racing. As for Fuel Brothers Racing this year, he has shown that he's a car to beat. He's the point leader, and you're going to have to really hope that he falls short of a top 10 and capitalize on his mistakes here. Harple, a good solid finish right now, would be enough to take home the championship. Cannot afford to get wrecked here. Michael Cavanaro, Michael Harvey, David Culpepper is actually really far back. He's going to have to hope on a lot of luck. Emma White, just going to have to rely on a lot of luck here. Right now, as it stands, I think the only contenders for Sean Harple for this title would be Michael Cavanaro and Michael Harvey, cars 55 and 19, as everyone else is a ways back in the point standings. You would need to have Sean Harple finish 20th or lower to really even consider anyone else a threat. But right now, with Harple being a top 10 car, top 15 car, anything can happen that would allow the 55 of Michael Cavanaro or Michael Harvey in the number 19 car to take home the title, as the battle for the lead continues to go on here. We're less than 10 laps to go as Emma White takes the lead. Final laps now as Harple continuing to lead with only 8 laps to go at the line. Vincent Allen's up in the wall now. Michael Cavanaro, he's the closest fighter to Sean Harple in this championship bid right now. 7 points, that's what he needs. Harple's keeping him in his eyes right there on him now. Up the middle comes Harple. And the 16 car of Carson Scott, not really a threat for the championship now. Michael Harvey kind of slipped up into the picture as well for the battle for the lead here. He's also a big title contender. You don't want to write off Harvey. As here we come, 6 laps to go. Carson Scott now takes the lead with Matthew Rodriguez, and Charlie Smith is there. The 17 of Dejon Weeks is also a threat for this, as there's a wreck there, and possibly he's going to bring out the caution flag. Yes, it will, as we're racing back to the start-finish line. That's exactly what Sean Harple wants to see. As we come back to the line, Charlie Smith might have edged out for the win, and he did. He's going to win the race, while Sean Harple, a 5th place finish, is going to be enough to win the championship. Now, I don't believe we'll be able to get this race restarted, but that wreck right there, I think it involved Michael Cavanaro as well. But Charlie Smith, the Athenian bunch, they were banking on Cavanaro to possibly pull out a championship. But Smith, for them, is going to win the race. And unless we somehow get a 1-lap dash, which I don't see happening, Charlie Smith is going to win the race. And Sean Harple for Fuel Brothers Racing is going to pull it out and win the championship for 2016. I think Michael Cavanaro, I don't know, they kind of got racing a little close there and was racing too tight. Dejon Weeks went spinning. Michael Cavanaro with a nasty look to the inside barrier there. His title hope's over. And, well, the finish at the race there ended with Smith as the winner. This was the run to the line. Not going to be able to really see much, but you see Charlie Smith edging out Carson Scott in the 16 and William Brock, all for the win there. The top 5 will be Cup drivers for next year's full-time season there. Smith, Brock, Scott, Harple, and Rodriguez all going to be contenders for the Cup Series for next year. Charlie Smith gets the win, and, well, we're saying that because we do not believe we'll get the one-lap dash in. Yeah, we're not going to get this race in. Caution flag is still out on the last lap. But to make it official, as they're coming through 3 and 4, Charlie Smith in the 07 has not had the very best year. He's 32nd in the point standings. He's going to be happy to close the year out and look forward to 2017 with the Athenian bunch. As here he comes, he is going to take the checkered flag and win the season finale. And Sean Harple for Fuel Brothers Racing for the Buffalo Wild Wings Toyota is going to win the championship. And by 13 points over Michael Harvey, it's going to be Sean Harple as the champion for the Hardee's National Series of the 2016 season. Harple moving up in the Cup Series. He was running in the Cup Series full-time for Summers Racing. That team made an alliance with Fuel Brothers Racing mid-season to help Harple out, as Harple was going to be their Fuel Brothers Racing driver for 2017. Fuel Brothers Racing having Harple in for this year, and has really shown why Fuel Brothers Racing has really picked up Harple as a race driver, a talented race car driver, and as Rodriguez trying to find his pit there, kind of slowed up on Harple. Man, this season was it was kind of all over the place. Wasn't my favorite season. I don't know if anyone really knew this season was going on. This season has been tossed around with different YouTubers. I gotta thank Mr. Yamp and DJ Curtis, Tristan Wilhoit, anyone and everyone that did run races for this season and took part in it, as Ricky Johnson's blew up at the end of the race here. But this series will be continuing to go on and will be better than it has been this year. It will be put on one specific YouTube channel. It will be on the Hardee's National Series YouTube channel. It'll be down in the description if you want to get involved. If you want to get involved with the Sony Cup Series, the best way to do that is to work your way up in the Hardee's National Series. This season's more of a Grand National Tour Series where it's almost basically the cars are really closer than they are in the Sony Cup Series. If you're going to make something happen, it possibly can happen. The points were really close all year, because like 30th in points is just two races back in the point standings. And even though it's only ran like 10 races, that's not that far back, because we've seen in the Cup Series that 2 races back in the point standings are usually drivers that are like 6 in the point standings. That can be made up, and this series has shown that it's got a lot of new names, a lot of guys that deserves or should get a shot at a Cup Series ride, and I'm hoping guys like Michael Cavanaro, Michael Harvey, Max Titan, Gardner, Navarro, Colby Jackson, Caleb Hoffman, hoping some of these guys get some Cup rides here. Maybe someone pick them up. And maybe these guys are active. Maybe if you're active and wanting to be a part in the Sony Cup Series or this series, just in this series in general, you need to subscribe to the Hardee's National YouTube channel. That'll be where all the action for Hardee's National Series is going to be on that YouTube channel for next year. Everybody that'll take part in commentating for the series will be uploading to that YouTube, and you just need to subscribe, and everything you need to know H&S for the Hardee's National Series, it'll be on that. And also, it's on our website, the offlinehost.4umotion.com. That's also in the description. Make sure you check that out, because this signups, if you're wanting to be a part of it, signups are going on right now, and we do not do it like the old style way where people make YouTube videos and a sign-up video. It's not like that anymore. You need to go over there, check out the Hardee's National Series sign-up page. people will tell you how to do it and how to sign up, how it works, because we have teams that sign up people. It's made to be more realistic than anything to make NR 2003 seem like a simulated offline series that would be like a real life scenario. So that's kind of how we run things over there, and especially for the Sony Cup series, the realism, trying to make the offline racing seem as realistic as a real series would be in real life. If you want to get involved, it's down in the description. Just sign up on the website, and most of the time, the active people on the website will get the good rides, will get the offers from the good team owners to ask them to drive for them into either the national series like this one or the Cup series that I run all the time on my channel. It's usually the people that are active on the website that get the rides. And if you want to get involved, it's going to be on the YouTube. It's going to be on the website, which is in the description, like I've said. And yeah, so thanks guys for watching. I can't wait for 2017 to come. I don't know if I'll be making much to any Hardee's National Series content, but I know there will be a lot of people that will be putting forth effort to put out races. It'll be the lower tier series of the Sony Cup series, so if you like the Cup series, this is the series to get involved in, and how to get into the Sony Cup series the best way possible. Team owners will be watching this series. It's the best way to work your way up into a good ride. You've seen Harple, he did that. He won the championship, and he's driving for a great team in the Cup Series for next year because of it. So thanks guys for watching. If you want to get involved more, subscribe to the Hardee's National Series YouTube channel and join the website and get involved in the forum over there, and I will see you guys later.